We couldn't be more excited to be here as a football team, for the second year back in the Rose Bowl. It's kind of the culmination of all of our goals. And an outstanding football player. That's the first thing I think you'd start with by saying about him. The thing that they're going to miss, judging by the film, is he looks like a coach out there. He's making this check and that check. And in terms of his performance, they've got other people that can step in and play football. There's no doubt about that. I think they'll probably miss his leadership. I feel like he was probably the quarterback of their huddle. The way it's going to play out, they do an unbelievable job of playing their front. And everybody talks about a 7-man front. This is a 9-man front that looks the same every play on first and second down. They do such a great job making everything look the same. You think you're just going against a vanilla college 4-3, and then boom, on the snap, you get this cross dog or this guy coming off the edge. And one thing I'm not sure he gets enough credit for right now is what he does on third down. They put people behind the sticks on first and second down, and on third down, they swing in from vines. It's unbelievable how many different pressures he has. So they do a super job coaching these guys. I think it has been, and I think everything, when you talk about our system from day one, we talked about, when I think of our offense, I want it to be intellectual brutality. And so I want us to have very smart guys that we're going to give great answers to. We have smart coaches that are going to develop great schemes and then have to teach in such a way that they get it to every guy in the room. Luckily with Stanford kids, that's pretty easy. And then these guys go on the field, and our linemen communicate great up front, and our quarterback gets us to the right play, and, man, we're moving.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's a great player. We saw a lot of him on film, one of their older guys. It's a tough break anytime you're not going to the bowl game with your team. But I think they're pretty much going to stay, like Kevin said, stay true to who they are. They're a very good defense with a lot of experience and a lot of guys who know how to play in that system and do a very good job of it. Yeah, I think Kevin's grown a lot as a leader from last year. He came in and was playing a lot for us and just had that competitive fire within him. Just always ice in his veins. Went out, just won a bunch of games, but in the offseason you saw him develop as a leader for the offense and as the team as a whole. And now you see him doing all the right things in meetings, taking more notes than anybody, just doing everything that the QB should and being a great leader for the offense. Up front with the front seven, they're a very physical front. Their D-line is extremely physical. They like to get into the offensive linemen and cause a lot of trouble. Get a lot of penetration, just kind of make plays not really work the way you want them to. And then their linebackers are great athletes, can move around really well and make tackles along with their safeties coming down.
We know what to expect. We're going to definitely enjoy all the festivities, everything that the Rose Bowl has to offer. But at the same time, it's very much a business trip. We came down here for one reason, and that's for the game on January 1st. But we will enjoy the experience. And I feel like a lot of times that's what they want you to do. They'll try and bait you into throwing balls like that, and they have such great cover skills that they'll go up and make a play on it. But we're not going to try and we're going to stick to our game plan, our style, run first and take shots when they're there. And in the secondary, they've got a lot of experience, a lot of playmakers. They don't always show what they're doing, which makes things tough at times, but they all fly to the ball in the run game, and it's hard to beat them over top. Well, first, when you look at them on film, they're a very experienced group. They do what they do very well. They're coached very well, and that's a huge problem, is because they don't try and do a lot of things differently. They don't try and get out of their game, get out of their game plan. They're just very solid, very stout, and it presents a lot of challenges for offenses.
I don't know yet, but again, they do a lot of stunt, a lot of fronts, or not a lot of fronts, but a lot of stunning out of their front. A lot of different blitzes with the linebackers. So it'll depend on how it all fits as the play happens. But there's going to be a lot of in-game adjustments and a lot of on-the-fly adjustments. Like during the play, guys are going to pick up my guy, and I'm going to have to pick up their guy. That's just kind of how their scheme calls for us to play. So as he alluded to, he's a very smart player. Kind of lines the defense up, makes the checks when they need to make checks, and he just he runs the defense. As Gaff said, he's the heart and soul of the defense. So I think it'll be a tough loss for them, but at the same time, it'll probably be something that kind of fuels them. And hey, we got to pick it up because we lost a brother, so we can't let that make us diminish our play by any sense. So I think there'll be a guy that steps up, as Gaff said, and it's the Rose Bowl. You know, guys go down with injuries. You know, guys miss games, so there will be someone that steps up. They are physical. I think people kind of downplay the physicality of the Pac-12 as a conference, but all that's done, all the season has done is prepare us for a team like Michigan State, and we expect the utmost physicality. We expect the most physical team we've played. They are arguably the most elite team we've played. So we expect a physical bout, and it's the Rose Bowl. It's going to give them even extra motivation. Me and Gaff are roommates on the road, so we go back. It's great having a good friend back. And on the field, he's a stud. You like blocking for guys that make you look good, and he's one of those type of players. So it's been a great experience and a good year, and I hope that I've been able to do a decent enough job where he's had some holes and made some big runs. And statistically speaking, I think we've done a decent job.
I enjoy every aspect of the game, not just passing. I enjoy running. I enjoy special teams. I enjoy blocking for guys like Tyler Gaffney, Ryan Hewitt, Kevin Hogan, whoever it is running the ball. I enjoy blocking downfield when another receiver catches the ball, just because I really love and enjoy the game of football, and I love all these guys around me. They're very athletic corners. They're very physical. You can tell they have some experience, and they're very patient in their press coverages. So we're gonna have to be on point with what we do. I do look forward to kick returns. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. But I can for surely tell you that the reason for my success isn't just because of me, but it's because of the other 10 guys on the field. When you got 11 guys running at you trying to take your head off, you got to be able to trust those other 10 guys that they'll do their jobs, and they do their jobs very well.
Yeah, that's just something we, I guess, throughout the years have come up with about Stanford's community. We embrace what we do. Everyone else considers us, we're just school guys that happen to play football, nerds. They're a big, physical, strong defense, and they believe in playing team defense more than I've seen it, more than any team we faced. They don't shy. They don't go away from their scheme. They don't go out of their own job. They understand where they fit in to the defense, and they're not going to let anything slide by going out of their own job in the scheme. I can tell you that since I wasn't here last year, I can experience exactly what you asked. I asked them all about it after the game. This is as a West Coast team, this is the Big Daddy. This is what you play for. This is what a college football player dreams of being in. I think if you told any team that they'd be in the Rose Bowl at the end of the season, they'd take that bet, and they'd be more than happy to be a part of it.